Today is the International Day of Disabled Persons. It aims to promote the rights and well-being of persons with disabilities in all spheres of society. And after a hugely successful Paris Paralympics, we are joined by two members of the GB squad, cyclist Jodie Cundy, who's in the studio alongside me, as well as Amy Truesdale, who's live from Manchester. Amy, really good to see you. We'll start with you. Just tell us about why a day like today is so important.
A day like today is really important because it's an opportunity to empower individuals, celebrate them, and it's an opportunity to educate other people who might not always cross paths with individuals that do have a disability.
And Jodie, I don't want to make you feel old, but you've been around for quite a long time now.
Yeah.
I think your first Paralympics as a swimmer back in 1996.
That's right, yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about how the visibility of para sports and people with disabilities in general has changed since 1996.
It's a night and day difference between when I started to where it is now. I mean, there was a small highlights package in Atlanta and stuff, and we maybe got a few mentions here and there. Now it's like wall-to-wall live coverage when the Paralympics are on. And it's just the perception of it has changed. Huge differences after London. We did a really good job of promoting disability and disability sport within the London Games, and it's kind of grown on from there. So it's been nice to be part of that process all the way through and continuing to promote disability.
Yeah, let's look back on the summer then. And Amy, how do you reflect back on your experience, particularly upgrading that silver you won in Tokyo to gold?
It was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed it. Like, we were really well looked after, and I was just really privileged that I got to showcase my sport to the world again and hopefully inspire the next generation of athletes.
And what about you, Jodie? Because it was a 9th gold in Paris.
Yeah,
You've just
right.
turned 46. Did you think you would still have been competing at the very top level this year? And the big question is, are you going to carry on?
To be fair, I wasn't sure I was going to be competing after Sydney, and that was way back in 2000. No, I'm looking to go to the future. I'm realistic of how old I am and how the body kind of reacts to all the training, but I seem to be in good shape. I seem to still be performing at the top level. So as long as I'm still able to do it and I'm still up there with the top guys, then I'll aim to be in LA.
Yeah, and we saw Great Britain finish 7th in the Olympics medal table. Paralympics GB finished 2nd. What are we getting right in this country?
We've done Paralympic sport we've done it really well. It's always been combined with the able-bodied programmes. You've got the UK Sport National Lottery programme, which has always been the foundations of it, and the funding that we get as athletes or whatever allows us to be full-time athletes and be the best of the best that we can. When we look at equipment, like we share all the same equipment that our able-bodied counterparts have, the skin suits, the bikes, the wheels, etc. So just to be on that level playing field and have that money invested in the squads really puts us ahead of the rest of the world, and I think the rest of the world are finally sort of catching up, and we're seeing it as the competitions kind of go through the years.
And Amy, let's come back to you. Give us a bit of insight into the Paralympics GB squad. How important was the camaraderie, particularly amongst that squad, and what was it like to be part of? What is it like to be part of?
It's an amazing group to be a part of. There's so many inspiring individuals. You can always lean on each other for support. Like for Jodie, he's obviously been in the sport for many years, so people like that are really valuable role models who can share their experiences with you, so it's a really valuable.
And I was asking Jodie about his future. Amy, you're at your gym in Manchester today. What does the future have in store for you? Are you already looking ahead to Los Angeles in 4 years?
Yeah, I think it'd be amazing to go to LA in 4 years' time. So I've committed to training. I'm back here training in Manchester. Alongside that, I'm going to be doing some coaching and athlete mentoring. So I'll be balancing a full-time training programme and some coaching some individuals as well.
And how important is it to give back a little bit, Amy, with that mentoring side of things?
I think it's so important to give back. I think sometimes there's individuals out there that don't realise parasport is an opportunity for them. So hopefully they might, ignite a new passion, which could be taekwondo or any sport. So I think just giving them the opportunity is imperative so the para programme actually continues.
And Jodie, we heard Amy even mention that someone like you is a big inspiration for the kind of younger athletes coming through. How do you see that as an important role that you play in terms of inspiring people?
It's a really important thing, especially with the Paralympics every 4 years. We don't have as much coverage as you would in everything else, so to be able to see that, to see what persons with disability can do and perform and show that there's no limit to the things that we can actually do. So to see the best of the best overcoming their disabilities and kind of just getting on with the competition has always been an amazing part of the Paralympics. So yeah, to be a role model to people that are sat on the sofa wondering what they can do, and then to see people like myself and Amy doing what we do, maybe inspire them to get up, get out, maybe get to the park, do something active.
Yeah, and just to inspire people, you do have something in your pocket there.
Yeah,
that I am going to ask you to get out and show, because this is your most recent
Yeah, this is the one from Paris.
How special is that one?
It's a pretty impressive medal. I think of all the medals I've got, it's probably the one that stands out, and it's always the one that every time you hand it out, somebody goes, I can't believe how heavy it is. So yeah, it's a stunning medal, and yeah, my 9th gold. It's just truly unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. And finally, Jodie, just tell us about, there's a new initiative that you'd like to highlight today.
Yeah, Paralympics GB in association with the government, we're trying to support equal play, which is the access for disabled children to be able to participate in PE and sports events, whereas there's so many that aren't able to do that and have to sit out classes, etc. We've had stories from Hannah Cockcroft talking about how she was basically sat to the side and not able to participate in PE. So it's just to make it accessible to all and allow persons with disabilities, young and old, to be able to compete and do sport.